Kya Kool Hain was the first comedy to push the envelope in adult humor. Sexual innuendos, double meanings, and sheer shock value turned it into the sleeper hit of 2005. In the 2012 sequel, they took things even further, and for the third installment, they've invented a new genre called porn-com. It's so raunchy, the censor board had ordered over 150 cuts to give it an A certificate.
Tushar, you've been a part of the Kya Kool series and it's been a huge success both time. What is new in this one?
I think the third part is a porn-com. That's the newness of it. Not because it's a porn film, don't take that word too seriously, but because there's a porn family and the concept is set within the adult movie industry that makes spoofs of Bollywood blockbusters and how these characters come into that industry. And then there's this very Indian traditional family जो इस असंस्कारी family के साथ घुल मिल जाती है. तो क्या होता है उसके बाद is the novelty of the film. Of course, this time we have Aftab with us in the third part. So it's 3 times funnier, zanier, madder, crazier, raunchier, sexier, whatever you may call it.
हम दोनों के पास ऊपर वाले का दिया हुआ नीचे वाला टैलेंट है, उसे वेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए। आता माजी लटकली।
We actually try and make them into our Sanskari family, which is where the comedy lies. The comedy lies in the fact that you have these porn actors playing Sanskari people to kind of balance out the entire rishta jo aata hai. And that is where all the humor takes place and all the innuendos and all the situations which are inherently funny. And I think that's one of the biggest novelties of the film.
Shot one, take one.
Take one.
अरे ये बहुत बड़े porn stars हैं, इनकी DVDs ना बहुत famous है। Fantastic!
And Aftab, comedy as a genre, does it come incidentally or you choose it that you have to be a part of comedy films?
No, I enjoyed in comedy films. I have done quite a few comedy films, and I go by what's usually offered to me, and I pick the best out of the lot, whatever I can, what I feel that I will be able to give my best to, and I just try and enjoy myself. If it happens by coincidence or if it happens just by habit, I'm not complaining. But yeah, I enjoyed in comedy films.
Excuse me?
Yes?
My seat is there.
Yeah, of course.
Excuse me? I think that's my seat over there.
Pillow, please.
Pillow, please.
Pillow, ma'am.
Thank you.
Can I also have a pillow, please? Thank you.
And Tushar, what is so cool about Aftab?
I think he's spontaneous, he's easy with comedy, adult comedy also. He doesn't have any inhibitions. You know, when you have to face the camera, you have to go all out. You have to be thoda matlab hame as actors बेशर्म होना पड़ता है, especially with comedy. You can't say, oh, my face is getting distorted and I won't do this expression and I won't do that. I think Aftab understands the grammar of comedy really well, and that's why I think him coming into the Kya Kool franchise was a very, very sorted fit. So I think that's what's cool about him. He's cool in front of the camera.
और खुलना पड़ता है.
ये खुला हुआ है.
और खोलना भी पड़ता है.
Right. So what is cool about Tushar?
I think Tushar is one of the easiest, if not the easiest person I've worked with, because because he's got a lot of experience in comedy. So when you work with somebody who's so good at what he does, the chemistry just became that much more easier, that much more effortless. And we've been friends for a couple of years now, and Kya Kool happened much later. So it just fell completely into place. And he's a guy who's no tantrums, no stress, no issues with anything. He just calm se calm rakhta hai. He's literally wears blinkers in the set. So when you work with somebody so dedicated, you're like, wow man, I wish I could be like that.
तुम्हारे डैडी सूरज बरजातिया की फिल्मों के बाबूजी जैसे होंगे, ये पता नहीं था।
मेरे डैड बरजातियां नहीं कर जातियां हैं, सूर्या कर जातियां।
कहाँ से लाएगा तू फैमिली? अरे ये पॉर्न एक्टर्स मेरी फैमिली होने की झूठी एक्टिंग करेंगे। क्या? सक्कू और मेरिली मेरी 2 बहनें बनेंगी और ये दोनों बनेंगे मेरे जीजा जी।
Which was that scene which you thought or you were not really sure about?
ऐसा कोई भी ऐसा सीन नहीं है, क्योंकि आई थिंक जिस तरीके से उमेश ने विजुलाइज किए थे सारे सीन्स, the performance always had to be very much in control, very much in character. मतलब फंसे हुए बंदे हैं हम दोनों, मतलब इस इंडस्ट्री में तो फट जाती है हमारी, और फिर कैसे हम इस फैमिली के सामने हमारी फट जाती है. सो इट्स ऐसा नहीं है कि हम मतलब ओवर द टॉप कुछ कर रहे हैं, मतलब इन योर फेस कुछ कर रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली रिएक्शंस कभी कभी उठपटांग सी हो जाती हैं, एंड दैट इज़ पार्ट ऑफ स्लैपस्टिक ह्यूमर, पार्ट ऑफ craziness of films like that, and when you have a situation like this where you're trying to cover up a porn family, you're going to go mad. So I didn't feel uncomfortable, really. I never felt uncomfortable in any of the sequences. Of course, while we heard the script, जब सुनी थी script, जब हमारे जो writer है मिलाप जिन्होंने narration दिया हमें, वो I think थोड़ी मतलब हमें थोड़ा सा थोड़ी झिझक महसूस हुई हमें, because वो थोड़े मतलब
एक्साइट हो जाते हैं नरेशन करते समय,
which is very cute and which is very
it's very funny, but sometimes you're like क्या बोल रहा है यार, ये क्यों नरेट कर रहा है, ये क्या नरेट कर रहा है, and then you feel like ये बहुत ज़्यादा bold हो जाएगी, but then as and when we started shooting it, we realized कि it became more funnier than anything else, so then everything fell into place.
Action! Who are you?
जिसका सबसे बड़ा चिंगम वो वक्त ताजीराव
इसका sequel Gum Returns.
आता माझी लटकली.
And when was the first time you saw an adult film, and did you ever get caught?
Yeah, we did.
We've gone on record to say that hundreds of times.
Okay.
But I was in the 9th standard,
I was in the 8th standard.
and I was at a friend's house,
I was at home.
and I did get caught by my friend's mom,
I got caught by my sister and her friends.
and then I ran out of the house.
I was not there. I had left it in the VCR.
अफसाना रख रहा हूँ दिल बेकरार का, आज करनी है पार्टी क्योंकि दिन है एतवार का, तो कर ले तो कर ले तो कर ले तो कर ले क्योंकि